So the people from the North who left and for a better life, who got out of Jim Crow, or they just left because they wanted a job. Wasn't enough jobs in the South. And then you got people that stayed. So the people that stayed feel like, this is what I get. People that stayed feel like they were the strong ones by staying and enduring. And the people from the North feel like they was the smart ones by leaving and saying, I ain't with them. They ain't gonna treat me like that. I get the fuck on and go to the North. What's your perspective on it? Do you feel like you staying, enduring all that Jim Crow and racism was the strong thing, or leaving was the strong thing?
Well, I'll say this, man. I'm also thankful the people who stayed I don't think it was a stronger thing. I think they were just scared of change.
Okay.
You know, you had generations of slavery, then you had generations of segregation. And I just think they were scared. And the ones who left had the courage to go and take a chance on a better life.
Yeah.
That's what I think on that. You know, I don't think it was a right or wrong thing. Yeah. I think it was a confident thing and not so confident thing.
Okay.
The ones who stayed and had the confidence to leave. Because you gotta think, man, you're going to a whole nother region. You really don't know nobody. You just shooting your shot, hoping it work out.
Yeah.
That take a person with courage. Every person can't do that.
Especially back then.
Right.
So now you jump on the plane, you go do whatever you're gonna do.
And like even now, I fast forward now, man, me moving up here.
Yeah.
Man, you know, I got a bunch
same state.
I got a bunch of partners, bro, still down there up under the tree where the grass don't grow. Because they were afraid to make change. But it was just something instilled in me naturally that I said, this ain't for me. Because that's why I left Jackson, because I felt like there wasn't no opportunity there. I'm seeing my mama come home with her fingers cut at that factory job. I'm seeing poverty everywhere.
Yeah.
So I said, bro, I gotta go. I took a chance on me. And when I got up here, it was rough, but we was young. I didn't feel like it was rough because we was partying.
Yeah. Right.
You know, we putting our money together, go grocery shopping, have a big dinners. We was poor as hell.
What it do, man?
How you doing? What it do? Enjoying this warm weather, you know what I mean? It's about that time.
Man, listen, welcome to the Pattern Disruption Podcast. I call this the PDP After Dark. Most of my shows are about business and stuff like that, but sometimes
get a damn fool.
I get somebody from the soil who can talk that shit.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about yourself, man. Danielle Shaw.
Yeah.
Where you from?
I'm originally from Jackson, Tennessee, brother. Yeah.
Originally from Jackson, Tennessee.
Yeah. I came up here probably about 2003, something like that. And I've been up here since, you know what I mean?
Okay, but how old were you when you came up here?
I was like, think about 23, was fresh out of high school, about 23.
About 23.
Yeah.
Okay. And you went to school up here, or you?
No. I went to school in Jackson, high school, and I went to college in, I started college at Nashville State. You know what I'm saying? My partner, he was up here at TSU. He pressured me to come up here, so I went to college at Nashville State. Of course, that shit didn't work out.
Okay.
You know, college wasn't for me.
Yeah, college ain't for everybody.
Hell
college ain't for everybody. I took some little courses in college, and I don't know, man, it was the ADD or something.
Hold up. I'm going to tell you a funny story, though, how I figured out college wasn't for me, right? I was taking this class right now. We're in college.
Right.
I was taking this class, and the teacher said, okay, tomorrow I want y'all to bring your color pencils and a poster board. I said, damn, is this remedial or what? And these folks got me a retarded class in college. I'm like, what we?
Yeah, you bring for a college class?
Yeah, what we need color pencils for? I thought that was like third grade, so that was just fun. So I was like, is this shit really for me? I'm like, nah. And then I was taking like this math class and shit, and then one of the students started going off on the teacher because the teacher didn't know what the hell was going on. So it was just some funny shit.
Was this a community college?
Yeah, Nashville State Community College.
Okay.
But I was just looking at college. What the hell we need color pencils for?
Yeah. Unless it was an art class.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you moved to Nashville from Jackson. How was it moving to Nashville? And was it it's all still Tennessee, but was it a different culture?
Hell yeah, it was much faster. It was the city, it was the concrete jungle. Jackson is like more of a farm town and fields and cotton and soybeans and shit. When I got up here, I felt like I was in New York, bro.
Yes, but it wasn't nothing like this though.
What?
I'm saying,
The
like,
new Nashville?
yeah, the new Nashville.
Oh, hell no. But I will say this though, brother. The old Nashville for black people was way better because we had more shit to do. Now this new Nashville, this shit here, I don't even know nothing about it. Like, I don't even know I've been up here since 2005, and at this point, I don't even know where to go to enjoy myself.
That's crazy. Because I asked my cousin, because I had some company in town. I said, man, where good places to take somebody on the first time? He like,
can't Google it.
Exactly.
Google gonna pop up all some shit that ain't for us.
Yeah. So with all the gentrification and stuff that's been going on in Nashville, how are the natives taking that? Like, is it a negative vibe, or is it y'all welcoming it?
Hell no, it's a negative vibe. We ain't welcoming this shit. When you start, my whole thing, when you start fucking with the money, don't nothing else matter. Nashville has become a city now where it's unaffordable.
Yeah.
And the pay rate ain't matching to how fast the money that's getting spent out is going. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not matching up.
Yeah. So me being from Detroit, everybody's so desperate for growth. They kind of looking forward to, this is what we want Detroit to be, what this is. And it's funny, we put the world on wheels.
Yeah.
We put the world on wheels.
Yeah.
And y'all lapped us by about 3 laps. And it's like, y'all like 20 years ahead of us. I tell people back home, like, y'all think this is a small town, bruh. It's so much development and motion in this mug. Y'all be blown away. Just with Broadway. Like, Broadway will blow your mind. That's better. That's bigger than Vegas. So you mean to tell me that you mean because it costs so much to live, everybody kind of moving out, right? To Clarksville,
people moving to Clarksville,
yeah, and so that, were you able to catch any of that gentrification where y'all had houses and some of your people sold and made a bunch of money
here?
Yeah,
no, but see, I talk about this all the time. We had this conversation. We didn't see it coming, but we should have seen it coming.
Yeah.
And the reason why we should have seen it coming, because now that I look at it now, man, it's the home of country music. So some gonna have to eventually come. Because it's too much money in that industry being made, and it's the home of it.
Yeah.
But we didn't think like that. And I even brought up Young Buck. I said he crazy.
Why?
Because he should be a multi-millionaire. Because at that time, before this gentrification hit, he had the money.
Yeah.
And man, bro, it's houses in East Nashville, bro. That was back in the day. I remember that's back when it was newspaper. 35 grand. That same property was sold for 1.2 million.
Today.
One property, yes.
Yeah.
And we all dropped the ball. Well, I was young though, so I really don't jump on myself like that because I was young.
Yeah.
But if you had money back then, you didn't jump on that, bro, you crazy.
Yeah.
And we should have seen, I don't know why we didn't see it coming.
I think it was coming, and then COVID hit. And when COVID hit, because it wasn't like this before COVID, was it?
Yeah.
No, I know what it was. It was the flood.
The flood in 2009.
After the flood, that's when.
Now, I'll agree with you on that.
Yeah.
That's when everything changed. Like, that's when all the black clubs that was downtown, that was gone, bro. When that flood hit, it was just like Hurricane Katrina or something. Everything changed.
What were you doing the flood?
Well, actually, when the flood hit, I was in Seattle on vacation. But I got the word about the flood had hit, and it was crazy. But I ain't experienced none of it because I was out of town. But
so you couldn't come back? It was that bad? Or
no. I could have came back, but I chose not to come back because of the simple fact, like, come back for what?
Yeah.
It's a disaster.
They say it was bad.
Yeah, it was terrible, bro.
Man, listen, since I've been here a year now, I come from Detroit. It's snowy, it's cold.
Right. Which I don't know. I mean, I don't want to take off. So I don't know how y'all deal with that year in, year out, but go ahead.
Listen, this snowstorm that we just had, and it was only 3 inches of snow.
No, it wasn't nothing.
It wasn't nothing, but it shut this bitch down.
Mm-hmm.
And now I see why y'all say it shuts this mother down. Because everybody from all the north, and we all laugh at y'all, it's going to be 2 inches of snow. You know the whole city going to be shut down.
Yeah.
I get it now because of these hills and all this shit. Like even, you know, because we drive trucks,
Right.
and it's like, you can't drive up no hill or down no hill when there's snow or ice on it.
Correct.
You know, so I get that, but I had to come here to I ain't making fun of y'all no more because I was shut down too in this mud.
Yeah.
Lights was out.
Yeah.
The ceiling was leaking in a brand new building.
Yeah.
So y'all wasn't prepared for that.
No.
Y'all wasn't prepared for that.
I don't understand why we weren't prepared for it, because anybody who stay in Tennessee knows it's a hit and miss state. And what I mean like that, you can either get hit hard or it be some minor.
Yeah.
But just know you can't get hit hard.
So y'all had the tornadoes.
I've been in 2 of them personally.
Here?
That's when I was in Jackson, from my hometown, Jackson, Tennessee. Yeah.
Okay, but there was one y'all had about 10 years ago.
Well, I think they hit like in '96 where it hit the Batman building. Well, that was the big one.
Okay, yeah, that was the one took the tops off buildings.
Yeah.
It hit East Nashville hard.
No, I'm sorry. I take that back. You right.
It was one that hit East Nashville and took out everything.
Yeah.
My cousin was in that. It took the top off his building.
Yeah.
A couple people died in that.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. So y'all done had a bunch of natural disasters down here. But I can say, man, like looking at the way the weather is now, it's a treat to have a month on the end and a month on the beginning of every year where it's warm already, or it stay warm longer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In Michigan, we only get 4 months
of what, warm weather?
of warm weather.
Damn.
So
I know that shit gotta be.
It's terrible, man. But you so used to it.
Kill up there so much. Damn. I'm sick of this shit. Wow.
No, but we do, like today was the warmest day. Cause whenever
In
y'all
Detroit?
this our first warm day today.
What
It was 65.
That's warm.
That's warm. That's warm. So listen.
Well, that's bad.
Every time we get to 80 up here, Detroit is about 20 to 15 degrees cooler. So now that we 80, we about 60, 65. And I'm telling you, on a weekend and it's 65, the first warm day, it's gonna be some killing in Michigan, in Detroit.
Boy, you just sound so excited.
No, I'm saying it's just the weirdest shit.
Why you think so? Why
Because it's kind of like having sundown syndrome. You've been in the dark and cold for so long, and then you got this warm day, and everybody's out, and everybody's just happy to be out.
I see it.
And
warm today, niggas. Get it.
Yeah, and they emotional, and they drinking, and they happy.
Yeah.
That's a recipe for a disaster in Detroit.
Damn. So you say they happy, and they still chill?
Well, happy, happy meaning everybody's excited.
Don't know what to do.
And we hanging out and we drinking.
Yeah, I get you.
And if it's shit gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
Now, I've been looking at the news here. It's been a lot of shit going on.
Yeah, Nashville.
See, Nashville's smart. Y'all smart.
Why you say that?
Because y'all don't tell about your crime rate.
No, to be honest with you, Nashville crime rate wasn't that bad. It just, the last 7 years, this shit just ain't got crazy. To the point it's like Memphis now.
Yeah.
And I think the younger generation, man, that shit that made up here where they just out of control.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the young generation, bro. It just, we 80 babies. You 80 baby?
No, I'm
okay.
I guess you could say I'm 80 baby, but I was born in 75.
Okay, 78. Okay, so we connect, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We can listen to this rap music and have common sense not to do it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And the reason that's been because I come from a single parent household, but we had that strong mother.
Yeah.
And if she couldn't do it, we had them grandparents.
Right.
Okay, now, with this young generation, right, it's that rap music, and you got the mothers who's raising those children says, okay, I accept you doing it too. So they agree with them doing them crimes because they feel like, it it's part of their upbringing too. So I guess I say they'll give them a green light to, because I was watching this interview with I think he from Chicago, FBG Duck.
Yeah.
And I was just listening to his mother talk. And it's just what I got from it. She was a part of the problem much more than she was a part of the solution. So because she accepted what her son doing. So if your mother accepts something,
yeah, that's all it takes. It's a green light. Yeah, whatever.
If your mama agree to this, it's a green light.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And I think that's what we have with these young kids. These kids committing crimes, and the ones who supposed to take control say, no, you can't be doing this. This is wrong. They're agreeing with what they're doing.
Yeah.
It's like a child that's in school that's a troublemaker, right? And the parent goes up there for a parent-teacher conference. Instead of her sitting down, listening to say what we can do, you act the fool just as well as the child.
Yeah, that child don't stand a chance.
You don't stand a chance.
Don't stand a chance. Yeah.
So, I think that's the problem. You don't have parents that's standing up to be parents no more. Yeah. And this is what you get.
Yeah. That a combination with the music.
Yes.
Yeah, the parents and then social media.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I don't know how I forgot about that. Yeah, social media.
See, we some of the stuff I saw on social media, I never seen until social media came out. I was in my 30s before I seen certain. I ain't never seen nobody get a machete until social media.
I said the same shit, bro. And I felt like coming from Jackson, Tennessee, the small town blues where everybody know everybody. We wasn't doing too much. Like I said earlier, most we did was got to fight.
Yeah.
Smoked a little weed. You know what I'm saying? That's what we did. But once you got to social media, it's like, damn, you got LA, these boys out here gang banging, killing. You got Chicago.
You seeing everybody.
Detroit, these boys getting down, robbing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it trickled down to the small towns.
Let me ask you this, man, because I've been noticing this. I talked to a friend of mine. Shout out to my friend from Chattanooga. She says a lot of drug use in Chattanooga.
Oh yeah, it's big drugs, big
like meth and stuff like that. Is Jackson like that too?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Tell me, is it because this stuff is so boring in these places that they pick up drugs? Because Detroit, I don't know not one meth head that in my peer group.
I just think it's a society now, bro. It's a combination of a lot of shit. Inflation through the roof.
So you think poverty is making people want to do drugs? I guess that is company. But no, rich people do dope too. Everybody do drugs. See, but I'm trying to figure out the meth, that whole meth and those hard drugs.
Single out meth.
Well, I'm just saying the hard drugs. We always did ecstasy, smoked weed.
I just think it's probably, bro. Inflation ain't never okay. I'm gonna take it back to the 90s, right? I say this. Back in the 90s, I can remember you can go to the gas station and pump $10 for gas in your tank, and you can ride all day. You won't worry about no bills because everything was cheap.
Yeah.
Now you got gas. At one point, it was $5 a gallon. I feel like the American dream of purchasing a home is gone. That's depressing.
Yeah.
I feel like every time you get your check, you spend it all on bills. That's depressing. I feel like you got kids and shit that need to be taken care of, but you financially can't do it. That's depressing.
Yeah.
I just feel like today is a new day to the point where if you don't already got it, you ain't gonna never have it. And people waking up and they just start doing drugs. I just feel like the depression of not being able to support yourself or your family causes depression, and you give up in life. And I just think you start doing drugs.
No, I get that. I get that.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, I get that. So listen, what's some things about Nashville that somebody from out of town would never understand?
One thing about Nashville, somebody out of town would never understand. I feel like the it's just when you go downtown, it's so segregated. As a black man, I don't think people that's black that come here understand that.
Yeah, that's
it's like you don't see hardly nobody black downtown.
So native Nashvillians don't go down to Broadway.
We don't know what, like, if you, like, I got partners from out of town, like, where we gonna go? Shit, it gotta be a house party or something, a barbecue or something, you know what I mean?
That's real.
Yeah.
Because other than that, so since I've been here, I've been trying to find spots, and everybody.
I'm gonna touch on that when I said that. I'm gonna tell you one time we went downtown, it's a true story. We went to a club. It was a mixture, but majority white. This guy walked in there and man, he said it proudly and loudly. He said, "Oh, this is a nice club. It's just one problem. It's too many blacks in here." So baby, that's saying they don't want you down there. And they'll give you a look to say, "Hey, look, man, we don't want you down." He said that.
Man, let me ask you this, man. And this is controversial, but I want to ask you.
What's that?
So the people from the North who left and for a better life, who got out of Jim Crow, or they just left because they wanted a job. Wasn't enough jobs in the South. And then you got people that stayed. So the people that stayed feel like, this is what I get. People that stayed feel like they were the strong ones by staying and enduring. And the people from the North feel like they was the smart ones by leaving and saying, I ain't fucking with them. They ain't gonna treat me like that. I get the fuck on and go to the North. What's your perspective on it? Do you feel like you staying, enduring all that Jim Crow and racism was the strong thing, or leaving was the strong thing?
Well, I say this, man. I more so think the people who stayed was I don't think it was a stronger thing. I think they were just scared of change.
Okay.
You know, you had generations of slavery, then you had generations of segregation. And I just think they were scared. And the ones who left had the courage to go and take a chance on a better life.
Yeah.
And that's what I think on that. You know, I don't think it was a right or wrong thing. Yeah. I think it was a confident thing and not so confident thing.
Okay.
The ones who stayed and had the confidence to leave. Because you got to think, man, you're going to a whole nother region. You really don't know nobody. You just shooting your shot, hoping it work out.
Yeah.
That take a person with courage. Every person can't do that.
Especially back then.
Right.
So now you jump on the plane, you go do whatever you're going to do.
It's like even now, I fast forward now, man, me moving up here.
Yeah.
Man, you know, I got a bunch
same state.
I got a bunch of partners, bro, still down there up under the tree where the grass don't grow. Because they were afraid to make change. But it was just something instilled in me naturally that I said, this ain't for me. Because that's why I left Jackson, because I felt like there wasn't no opportunity there. I'm seeing my mama come home with her fingers cut at that factory job. I'm seeing poverty everywhere.
Yeah.
So I said, bro, I gotta go. I took a chance on me. And when I got up here, it was rough, but we was young. I didn't feel like it was rough because we was partying.
Yeah. Right.
You know, we putting our money together, go grocery shopping, have a big dinners. We was poor as hell. But, you know, it take courage, bro.
How many of y'all left?
See, how many of us left? Three.
Your mother?
No, my friends, my mama, my family's still down there.
Okay.
My friends motivated me to come.
Okay.
And it's actually one moved back. So it's two of us left up here. Yeah.
And he moved back. One of my
partners. And you know what happened when he moved back?
What?
He went to jail. That's what happens, bro. Every partner that came up here, bro, when they went back, they either went to jail or they went to the cemetery. Every last one of them. Can't go back, bro. Because there ain't no opportunity.
Yeah.
Then you gonna go back to your old roots, your old homeboys is with the shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, that's just, bro, bro, I ain't going back.
Yeah. But you said that one thing that people from out of town wouldn't understand is that real Nashvillans don't fuck with downtown.
No. Hell nah, because it's like you out of place.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, what do you do?
Now, when I first saw Broadway, I was so freaking excited.
Uh-huh.
I was like, so you mean to tell me it's something bigger than Fremont Street that don't nobody know about? So you know Fremont in Vegas?
I'm not. I ain't
okay. So Vegas got this strip called Fremont. It's got zip lines and so just imagine an indoor strip like Broadway that run around the clock. and it's zip lines and lights. It's like a casino. It's connected. It's in between a bunch of casinos. You can go in this casino, come out this casino, go, yeah. And when I seen Broadway, I said, damn, how my people don't know about this shit? And every time somebody see it, they in awe about it. But Nashville people don't give a damn.
Nah, bro.
Not Nashville black folks.
Nah, because it's so sick. I came in the era where it was desegregated.
Yeah.
You had black clubs, you had white clubs. It was like Memphis. You know, I'm from West Tennessee, so my neighboring city is Memphis. That's my big city.
Okay. I ain't never been to Memphis.
But man, you go downtown to the big rims, the old schools, but you also see it's a mixture, white and black, everybody together.
In Memphis.
In Memphis.
Right now.
Yes.
Okay.
But up here, when I came up here in 05, it was the same way. A big mixture. Black and white. We all getting along. You'll see one old school, and right behind the old school, you might see a Ferrari. You know what I mean? So it was. Now it's just like it's one-sided now.
Yeah.
If you walk down block, we walk down there right now. You know, there ain't a lot of us down there.
Yeah, everything is overpriced.
Yeah.
But I mean, so you got to think about it.
I will say this though. It brought a lot of money to the city.
Exactly.
I tell you what, though, I should have bought some slides like you, because these shoes killing me.
Then take them off, man.
Try to be pretty. That's what I need to do.
Yeah, take them boys off.
Ooh-wee.
Listen, so I heard that the taxes down there were so high.
Yeah, I just seen that on the news.
Yeah, they said they spending like $60,000 a year. Some of them businesses down there.
Yeah.
Just in taxes.
Yeah. Well, actually, what I seen is that's on top of the lease they got to pay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So it's like, I think the taxes I seen some of them. I forgot the number, but it was a crazy.
Yeah, they $100,000 and all kind of crazy.
I think I heard something like that. Yeah. So
you said that when you got here, it looked totally different. What did East Nashville look like? Because it's hipster now. That's where we at now filming this.
At least they ever ran, and like it was like shotgun houses, like rough neighborhood, man. It's East Nashville.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard it was so only time you saw white people over here, they were getting served. Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah. Now it's predominantly white.
Right, predominantly white.
That's crazy, bro.
But it's so crazy that like they'll move here and don't realize that this still an impoverished area. You know, you might have paid such and such, but down the street,
somebody is living off $20,000.
They still because that's why a lot of people they end up getting robbed and killed over in East Nashville. Yeah. You know, because the area is nice. Don't get me wrong, and you is paying top dollar, but it's not secure. You know, based on the amount of money that you spending. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So,
but somebody got to get in it and see. That's one thing. Whenever I see a black neighborhood and I see that white lady come down the street with the baby and the dog and she running, I already know it ain't gonna be too far long before the U-Haul start coming in and the values start going up.
Yeah. You're right.
They'll come in and stay places we don't even stay.
Right.
In order to put to get their anchor in.
Yeah. Somebody gonna have to be the star.
Yeah, somebody gonna have to be the one to start.
But I'm saying, don't be naive and think it's still not no riffraff.
Yeah, and be surprised.
It ain't completely cleaned out yet.
So what y'all think about Mayor Freddie, man?
Shit, to be honest, I don't really think nothing about him. I don't.
He your mayor, man.
But see,
in Detroit, we connected with the mayor. We got a black, well, you know, Kwame Kilpatrick.
Yeah, you sure will connected with him, ain't you? Sure will, ain't you? He just got out of federal prison, didn't he?
Yeah, you know, Trump pardoned him, let him out.
Yeah, I bet he did.
Listen, but now we got the first black mayor, female mayor, Mary Sheffield. She just came in, and but we had a rough times in Detroit, man. But we turned it around, and we wanted to be.
I don't have a rough time for a long time, though.
Yeah.
What's up with Detroit?
Man, Detroit it's like that misunderstood.
So the mayor before that, was it black or white? Was it black or white?
We just had a white mayor who got.
He couldn't do nothing.
He did. He turned. So
what
Mike
happened?
Duggan,
Why he ain't back in there? His term ran up or something?
he running for governor now.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so he went 2 years, and he was a write-in candidate. Like, he didn't even live in, you got to live there for 2 years before you even qualify.
Yeah.
He didn't even, he was a write-in.
Oh, okay.
And the people wanted change so bad. We were coming out of Kwame, which that story, yeah, so Kwame messed up, but he didn't do nothing different than what politicians do. They use nepotism and they help their people.
Right.
That's what they do. It's just nepotism. He did it, and he got in that scandal with that lady, Christine Beatty. He was cheating on his wife.
Yeah.
And he lied on.
So why do you think powerful people, politicians, celebrities, man, why do you think they risk it all like that? I'm gonna ask you some questions now.
I just don't think they see. They don't see themselves getting caught.
But that's where I'm gonna get fired up at. And the reason I'm gonna get fired up, you have seen this before.
Yeah.
Time after, it's like a.
But I'm slicker than the can of oil, though.
But you got to say if the percentage rate of people getting caught is probably 98.
You know how many people don't get caught?
Huh?
You know how many people don't get caught?
Nope. You don't know people that don't get
exactly. Caught. But you think
But you know the ones who do.
But you think these the only ones doing it? Think about the Epstein files. They've been doing this.
But I just don't think, this is just my way of thinking. I can't control nobody else's way of thinking.
But that's why you free right now, because you understand
what I'm saying,
that the odds are against you, and it's gonna ruin your the worst thing to do is ruin your reputation.
You ain't lying.
Because you can get your money back. I ain't gonna even lie, you can get your reputation back. Actually, you need a good scandal. A good scandal is actually good if you do the statistics on it.
But you gotta go prison.
Listen.
Hold up, you gotta go prison.
You ain't got to go to prison, but a good scandal will not hurt you.
So does it cost for you to go to prison or not?
No, you ain't going to prison.
Okay, well, I might try it.
Yeah.
If they call me,
you ain't going to jail.
I ain't going there, man. Them niggas in there crazy.
Yeah. Let me ask you this, man.
What's up?
We agreed that right after the flood, and this is just intel I've been getting since I've been here. I've been talking to people, and they say after the flood is when the shift happened. Yeah. Do you feel like overall, do you feel like Nashville, are you proud of Nashville?
Am I proud of
When you talk about Nashville, do you talk about Nashville with pride to other people?
Yeah, I'm proud of I'm proud to the point where we came as far as infrastructure.
Yeah.
Yeah, the growth. Yeah, the people coming in. Yeah. I'm proud of Nashville.
You proud of Nashville?
Yeah, I will say that. I mean, yeah.
Okay. Do you ever feel like you move out of this state? Or you feel like this is where you're gonna finish at?
Yeah, that's where I'm gonna finish it.
Now see, that I want to understand that mindset.
Because I don't like change.
You don't?
No.
You don't like change? Make me understand that.
Well, I say this. Well, I tell you this. This is my philosophy. How I think. How I go through life. I feel like in life it is a time limit on everything's cap on it. I just don't feel like you can't go through your whole life uprooting yourself. I just feel like at some point in your life you need to have some stability. So that's why I don't.
Okay.
That's how I was raised. That's how I growed up.
Yeah. No, I agree with that.
And then when you change, it's like you restart over again.
Yeah, you build a new relationships like I'm doing down here.
Yeah. But at the same token, I admire people like you because back again, like I say, that shit take courage.
Yeah, it do. And people don't understand that it's like replanting a plant.
Yeah.
If you take a plant out of its soil, it goes in the shop.
Yeah.
When you replant it,
yeah,
you got to really be delicate with it because it goes in the shop. And I didn't take that time out when I got here for the shock of being away from what I know, because I know Detroit like the back of my hand, and I feel at home when I'm in Detroit. Matter of fact, I love whenever I go back to Detroit, man, it's so damn fun, bro.
Yeah, we got to take a trip up there.
Yeah, but I don't want to live there no more.
Yeah, and that's the courage part of it.
Yeah. I don't want to live.
You know, because moving from one place to another, I don't care if it's within the same city. It's a change.
Yeah.
You know, anytime something's a change, it's something that you gonna have to do different. You know, so.
Have you seen people that you know get pushed out of their neighborhoods because of what's going on?
No.
We talked a little bit about, did you see anybody actually benefit and make money? Did anybody give me one success story? Somebody who bought their house back 30 years ago
hold on.
and cashed $1 million damn check because they
I ain't gonna say $1 million.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Yeah, I do know people who hit a nice lick.
Yeah,
a nice lick. A lot of and like I tell people, brother, in life everything's about timing. It just is what it is. You're gonna have people who end up with the short end of the stick, and you're gonna have people that catch a blessing.
Yeah.
A lot of people ended up with a short end of the stick, and a lot of people caught blessings. You know what I mean? So everything.
And if you wait around long enough, the same person caught the short end will catch the blessing.
Yeah,
if they stick and stay.
Like,
yeah.
Revolving door is gonna come back around.
Let me ask you this, man. What's the best barbecue in this city, man? Because I've been getting mixed reviews.
Man, you can't ask me that because I'm from West Tennessee. And I ain't had none up here.
Ain't that the weirdest shit?
Yeah,
I thought the South had big mamas with the skin, with the teacher's arms cooking.
And see, like back home, when I go back home, we talk about that, man. Like back home, man, you can get a meat and 3 anywhere. Service station.
A meat and 3.
Yeah, soul food place, good food.
So meat and 3, we don't know nothing about that in Michigan. I ain't never heard that till I came down here. What's a meat and 3?
Well, you get your one meat, and, your 3 sides, whatever.
A meat and 3.
Yeah. Yo.
Okay.
But they don't have that here though. So, like we have conversations about that all the time, and like the barbecue. I mean, I'm used to back home. You going to like a raggedy shack that if you're not from there, you're gonna pass up because you're gonna think it's unsanitized. But it's the best barbecue in the city.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's where I come from.
Yeah.
Up here, you have these commercial named
chains,
and it's trash.
And it's trash. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I really don't eat barbecue up here. Like a person asked me not too long ago up here, what's the best barbecue in Nashville? You know what I told them? It's somebody cookout. Because this is where you're going to find your best barbecue.
Yeah. Because I didn't
be at a restaurant.
I didn't had barbecues. I didn't had Jack's. I didn't had Mission. I didn't had all these barbecues.
Ain't none of it going to be fresh.
No.
It's going to be warmed up.
And all their sides are out of a can. Like they're not, they're not freshly made.
Right.
So I want to ask about the women.
Okay.
If you, somebody told me,
hit me with it. What did it say?
When I got here, they said if you want a woman in Nashville and you see her, don't even pay her no attention. Act like you don't see her.
But you want her though?
But you want her. It didn't make sense to me.
They're saying they come to you, I guess.
No, they're just saying the worst thing you could do is let her know that you want her. Is this true? This come from a native. He you got here when you was 23. He been here. He said don't show him no interest. Do you get that at all?
I had to disagree with that.
Okay.
Just based off, my situation.
So the women here are not bougie, stuck up.
No. I hadn't witnessed that. No.
Is that something you just don't want to say on you don't want it on paper?
No, I don't think women here are bougie.
Okay.
No, I mean, as far as like, but one thing I will say, as men and women, we all have different personalities. Yeah. See, your personality could be.
Yeah, he's trying to be politically correct.
No, I'm telling you the honest God truth, bro. My personality is naturally, man, I'm funny.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's my conversation.
So you saying different people gonna get different
effect. Like
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
the question, I couldn't do that. Just not pay her no attention. Cause I guess they mind like, who this motherfucker think he is? They gonna pay. But you make him do it, not paying no attention. And the woman might be I just think it's your energy.
Okay.
I don't think it's where you at. You know what I mean?
So what's the dating scene like here? If so me being new here, I want to date. What would you tell me to do? What places?
Where to go?
Yeah.
Shit. I always find mine at the dollar store. Go to Dollar Tree, dollar store, you find them all day. Shit.
The dollar
gas
store.
station. You know what I'm saying? Walmart.
So just at random spots. No
random spots, man.
No clubs, lounges, hookah.
Nah, hell nah. Cause I think that shit. I ain't gonna say it. When I say fake, I just think I don't go nowhere to look at relationships. Dollar store, Dollar Tree, Walmart, Kroger's. All that, I think all that club scene, all that going out to, I don't do bars and clubs to look for women. I just don't. I never have. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like that's some love and hip hop type shit. I want it to be as natural as possible. I just think that's how you find true love. Like, I don't go nowhere just going in places. Oh, it's like going to the casino actually trying to win money. Like, you go for the entertainment. And if you so happen to win some money, that's cool.
Yeah, that's real.
You know what I mean?
That's real. That's real. Yeah, and you go in there and you basing your bills and you trying to.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, now it becomes.
Yeah, it becomes a job. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Nah, I'm not doing
So,
that.
are you married?
No, single.
You ever been married?
Nah.
You think you ever be married?
I want to be, but man, I'm just particular. Like, you see so many people that rush to get married for all the wrong reasons, and I just don't want to be that one. I want to marry you because I truly love you. You truly love me. A lot of people get married because their partners got married, or their homegirl got married, and then fast forward 5-6 months down the line, y'all spend $20,000 on this wedding, and it don't work. Y'all in divorce court. I never wanted that. I want married for true love, and until I find that, I won't get married.
So you feel like you don't feel like you ever found it?
No. If I would have, I've been married.
You'd have been married.
Yeah.
You going on 50, right?
No, I'm 43. Don't be up with my age.
Oh, you okay? You only 43?
Yeah, I'm 43.
Damn, I feel like an old fucking man.
My feeling. Do I look 50?
No.
Damn.
No.
I'm gonna go home and look about these folks. I'll be paying the floor some more shit.
No, so look, I'm 50.
Okay.
People say I don't look 50.
Right, okay.
But
I would have never thought you was 50.
I'm fucking 50, bro.
Yeah. I don't put age on though, brother. I put happiness on it. I don't put no, because you gotta realize, bro, this is the rest of your life. As you know it, once you get married. Everything that you previously was doing stops right now.
Yeah.
Take them vows.
Well,
so if this the person you really don't want to marry, I don't put no age on that. I put happiness on that.
Okay, so you saying you could be 60, and if that's when it happened, that's when it happened.
Yeah. Now I'm looking for marriage.
Okay. But so are you actively looking for it? Like when you meet a woman and y'all start dating, does she know she's you? That could be. Well, let me finish the thought. Are you intentionally letting her know?
Be married? I think
that I'm dating for marriage. You know, women say I'm dating with intention.
Well, this is my personality here. If I'm dating a woman, of course I like her.
Right.
I'm attracted to her.
Right.
Now the goal is to get married.
Okay.
But as we going through this relationship, and I start seeing certain flaws, it's a possibility I won't get married to you. And vice versa. She might see, I hope it is. She might see some flaws in me. But of course, if you date somebody, the goal is to get married to them.
Yeah.
That's always been my goal, but I just, for some reason, I can't get to the finish line. Just like, you know.
What's your longest relationship?
5 years. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. And people say that's a long time, but in my mind, I don't think that's a long time.
Did y'all live together?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes living with somebody is if you live with somebody, that's when you really find out who they are.
But you know, my whole thing, bro, with me, it don't really actually be the woman. It just a lot of times it be their baggage. You don't really never just be them. Like it be the baggage.
She had kids.
It don't necessarily have to. No, she had. It don't. You have some women want to take care of their family.
Yeah,
they grown family.
Right.
You know, it just the baggage they come with, bro. And I'm not accepting some shit I don't like. Now, what my flaw is with relationship is, I'm so low I stay too long. Knowing I don't like the situation, but I still stay hoping like I wake up and this shit. You can change a woman, but what I have seen, man, you can't change no woman.
So are you optimistic about the dating landscape? Like,
should you date?
Are you optimistic just about dating, period? Like, do you feel like it's a positive thing in today's, you see all these podcasts and they doing relationship talk, and you had Kevin Samuels come and he spread it what he felt, and all these people. Man. Yeah, I feel like he started trying to talk to women, and once you start with all those people against you, that's a lot of energy. If you're a spiritual person, to have all them people hating you.
But why did they hate him though, you think?
I feel like nobody, so a lot of times women don't get, so my nieces, this tall, what's the first thing you say to your niece when you see him? Or your little sister, if she's little? You so pretty.
Yeah.
You start out affirming her. Mm-hmm. She gets affirmed from this tall and all the way through her life.
So you think that's why they hated him?
No, I feel like once he started holding them accountable, women are not used to nobody, to me.
You touch it on. But see, my whole thing in life is, right, if I call it a blessing.
To be held accountable.
Yes.
Me too.
Yeah, I think that's.
You learn more from your mistakes.
Yeah, but see, at least he was being honest, at least he was being real. The worst thing to have was somebody that's telling you a lie.
Yeah.
Because see, if they tell you a lie, you'll never change it. Because you think what they saying is actually good. It's just like if a person tell you, oh, well, are you so handsome? Are you so this? Yo, boy, you got a nice body.
Right.
You know you lying. This motherfucker fat as hell. So it's like, yo, you need to tell a person the truth, right? Because if you continue to tell a person a lie, it's no reason to correct nothing because you believe in the lie that they telling.
But see, one thing too, man, you gotta understand, the culture is to lie to women. Everybody lies to women. Everybody. Listen, think about it. Think about it. You can't tell them, how old are you? You don't ask a woman that. Like, you a human being, you alive, and you've been on here for a certain amount of time. But you don't ask that because they don't like to deal with that thought of aging. But we even go with the lie, and we won't ask a woman her age.
I disagree with that too, though. And the reason why I disagree with that is because I'm not asking your age to offend you.
Right.
I'm just want to.
You just having conversation.
I slip like that. I'm just having casual conversation.
Yeah, and you ask a woman her age.
Yeah.
And you don't ask a woman that.
Yeah, but I will say this dealing with women. Some women is cool with it, and some women are not. It's usually the older women who ain't cool with it. If you notice, the young women don't really care.
But why are you not cool with that as a woman?
I don't know.
Because it's the truth. The truth is a freaking.
So you think that's a self-esteem problem?
I don't think it's self-esteem. I just think.
Because I think if you 60 years old and you fine as hell,
you want to tell people.
Why would you be offended by me asking your age?
Yeah, you're right.
So I think it's some sort of self-esteem somewhere, I guess.
Yeah.
I would think.
Yeah. But you think about it, you don't. One of the worst things you can do is talk about a woman's weight.
Yeah.
Like you just I was just I was just on a pontoon boat today, out on the Cumberland River, and the man said,
"Oh shit, what he say?"
He said, is anybody on here 200 pounds? He was talking about.
Oh, man.
He was talking about putting on a
life
jacket, I think. Oh yeah, and he was saying that if you're under 90 pounds,
you're gonna drown.
Get a kid's life jacket. But
so if you're over 200 pounds,
if you're over 200 pounds, the life jacket's down here. He said, anybody over here?
Probably the extra fee one.
And it was it wasn't extra fee, but it was a bigger woman right in front of him.
Oh shit!
And she was well over 275.
Yeah.
And it was just the eeriest feeling on there.
Like it hurt her. Did it look like on her face? It looked like it hurt.
It didn't hurt her feeling, but you don't want her to, like you're a bigger guy. If they say anybody here over 300, you about how much you weigh?
310.
See, if you were a woman sitting there, I couldn't ask you that. That would be offensive. Matter of fact, they'd be all in the comments.
Yeah, they'd be on your ass.
What's up with that?
Yeah.
It's this accountability thing that you.
Wait. That's why when it comes to women, I ain't asking that.
You just stay off of that.
Hell yeah. I ask your age, but when it comes to weight, because I know women are so insecure about that. That's one thing I know.
So you saying it is? You feel like they are insecure?
Yeah. I see. I thought you were talking about in general, but as far as like, hell yeah, I don't ask about weight. Hell no, you gotta be a fool to ask about that.
Okay. So now you let's take it a level deeper. Now you're gonna ask her about why she don't have a man at this point, or do she think that she could still get a high value man based on her looks? Women tend to feel like they look a lot better than we'll judge them a little different.
I mean, when it comes to men, it's always I don't care what a man say.
It's always a man that'll want a woman.
I'm just saying the first attraction for a man is a physical attraction.
Yeah.
That's just it.
Right.
And if a man say that ain't, he lying.
I think that is same for women. If you're a powerful man, you really don't. Women like power and security. I think that's their natural instinct.
I would say it depends on the type of women that you're around, you're dealing with.
Yeah.
You know, everybody got their own, what they like, what they don't like. I feel like some women, they go for a man for their physical attraction. Yeah. But notice throughout history with that, they end up with the man who wasn't so physically attracted because he provide security.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. So, but speaking on Kevin Samuels, man, I feel like he was.
I don't understand why women hate him so bad though, because he was just telling the truth.
It was his delivery.
So what?
See, and that's what he said. Like, so y'all rather somebody.
So this is what you say. You think a woman rather for you to lie to her?
I just think she don't. Who likes to feel like it's no hope? He would tell you.
You sure kind of saying.
Yeah, he would say you're on clearance if you 29. You need to be on clearance. You need to cut your prices. And 29, that's early.
Stock them fail.
That's early.
I invested, boy, a lot of money in stock them.
Most of us don't start our paying really a lot of attention to our physical look till we get to that age. He's saying you finished at that age.
Let me ask you this on this, like, when it comes to women. Like I said before, you should know better because you didn't see everything's occurring. We didn't seen this shit before. It's called life.
Yeah.
It's just what it is. My whole thing is, if you know that, why you don't carry yourself in a way to not be that particular woman that Kevin Samuels was talking about. If you don't, I look at it like this. If you don't like being talked about, do something about it, prevent it from happening.
You saying get in the gym or?
Yeah. You know, like a lot of women, man, it's like, it was natural. Like, okay, in high school, they just naturally gifted with bodies. They young and you know they
I say it all the time.
Are moving fast, you know. Yeah. And like when it's time you get to the age where to keep this same body, you got to work out. They just let themselves go.
Well,
the minute somebody say something about it, you get upset.
That's one of the things I notice about other cultures. They all out there jogging.
Right.
The women, they all out there jogging. They running early in the morning. They running. They and for us, we feel like we're gonna keep. I don't know what we feel like we're gonna keep the bodies that we got.
No, I just think. Well, okay, I just look at it like, with those particular women, they already come from an impoverished environment, right?
Yeah.
And they probably had a couple kids with men who basically was deadbeats.
Yeah.
And that's just basically the last on their agenda. They got to make sure these kids fed.
Yeah. They just can't focus on that.
Just like you go to the gym, just pay attention to your surroundings. You see what I'm saying? It's like a lot of people in there, I guarantee if I was a betting man, they come from upper middle class households where they got time to do this shit. Because they ain't worried about their lights finna get cut off. They ain't worried about they finna get put out their apartment. They ain't worried about do I have enough food to feed my kids today?
Yeah.
Or the money enough money to feed them. You know what I mean? So I just think it's just a culture thing.
Yeah.
Your surroundings.
That poverty will get you to a point where
you ain't think about no damn Planet Fitness here. Them folks that put a letter on your door saying get out.
Let me ask you this. Okay, so we talk a little bit about women. It's so much to touch on when it comes to relationships and
finding true love is, man, that shit. And I had a partner who was talking about this shit. You know what he told me? He said, and he a married brother. He said, well, shit, marriage is a 90% business, 10% love.
I want to ask you a question about Black Nashville.
Okay.
We talked a little bit about relationships, but I want to talk to you about Black Nashville. And do you feel like, so Nashville is a red state overall, like Tennessee, Trump supporters. Yeah. I mean, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Do you feel like the Black people here are more blue, or they lean red, or they don't want to, they you would think that they
blue, they definitely blue.
They blue?
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all voted Kamala Harris down here, the Black people
in Nashville.
Yeah.
Are you talking about Tennessee?
Nashville.
Yeah.
Okay.
Black people. Yeah.
So you feel like Black people voted for Kamala?
Yeah. They woke. Know what's going on?
They woke.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you feel like they're upwardly bound more so, or more? I'm gonna say ghetto, but I'm gonna say like. How do you feel like Black Nashville is? Do you feel like they holding on by a string, or they advancing?
To me, I just feel like it's the same everywhere you go.
With Black people?
Yes, definitely. It just adds up. You're gonna have successful Black people, and you're gonna have your impoverished, unsuccessful Black people. I just think that's what it is. This shit ain't no other thing than any other city.
Do you feel like Black people stick together here?
She don't think they stick together nowhere.
Okay.
Well, I take that back. I think it's only one Black city in America that actually stick together, and we all know who that is.
Atlanta?
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the only city in this country that
I can agree with that. Do you feel like people hate on each other here?
Yeah.
Do you feel like Nashville more so haters, or because they talk about this? This comes up in so many podcasts when it comes to Nashville.
What they say?
The hate in Nashville for other people that's doing things. Like,
I just can't directly say, I think that's everywhere, bro. I just think that's life, period. It's a crab in a bucket mentality everywhere you go.
Okay, so you don't feel like Nashville is really no different?
No.
Okay.
Life is life. Your journey is your journey. People are people. It's just what it is. See, it's somebody in New York and California got your same personality. It's somebody in New York and California got my same personality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, that's real.
That's how it is.
Okay.
Ain't no different. I don't care where you go.
Let's talk about the artists, the rap scene here.
Oh, I think that's bad.
Bad meaning what? It's not
I just don't think it's no talented rappers in Nashville. I I say this. I just feel like the sort of music that people gravitate to, Nashville don't have them artists. And like Starlito, he just came out with an album. I forgot the name. But he just came out with, I think, last week.
Starlito.
All Star. You don't.
I ain't even here.
Okay, so yeah, that's bad. But yeah, Starlito. I think the album.
I'm gonna look him up.
Not the country you know. He got a nice album. I always have made great music, but outside of him and Young Buck, I just ain't never heard. Not to say it's not talented.
Yeah.
I just ain't heard.
Yeah.
But and I'm looking on social media, right? I ain't seen I don't really see nobody but Young Buck and Starlito on there from Nashville. But if you look at the same reels of the rappers in Memphis, man, them boy got that motion, man.
Yeah.
That's where we at.
Why do you think that is?
It's just the sound. They just have a sound that people gravitate to. Like,
what's the Nashville sound? If you had to,
they ain't got no sound. It ain't no sound.
Cause I heard that even
like Jelly Roll.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
And I tell people this
he
shit.
used to rap.
But see, this is just my personal opinion. Jelly Roll realized he had to change his genre of music to make some money.
Yeah.
He realized this shit.
Yeah.
You can't hate on that.
No, you can't.
He fits it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he done got Grammys and everything nice. So he definitely doing something right.
He was a rapper. You ain't shit about no damn Jelly Roll.
What you think about Young Buck coming back home and because now he here full time. I see him every day. He got his club, locker room. Shout out to Young Buck because it's not easy, man, to navigate that industry like that.
Man, I'm tell you something, brother. I fuck with Young Buck. I think he's a very humble individual. I think he's a great rap artist. But I just think Young Buck ain't got a good business mind. Like, I think his mindset is like he's still in the hood. That's just my personal opinion. I don't know him personally. I could be wrong. But when I see different interviews and, you know, how you moving, that's just what I see, bro. You know, because I just feel like, think what, he filed for bankruptcy a couple times, or you know what I mean?
Well, I
just feel like, man, I just think when you get to certain positions in life, you're supposed to financially mature as you go.
Right.
You know, and I just think he was still hood-minded. Like I say, man, all these problems, when he got on with G-Unit, was for sale. And you ain't invested none of it. And then you hear stories on the internet where he ain't had enough money to even buy the Cadillac Escalade. He called 50 Cent to get the approval to get the Cadillac. I just think he was small-minded. Like,
yeah.
Because
he can rap.
And I heard him make this statement on one of them channels. He said 50 Cent might be a better businessman, but he's not a better rapper. Let me ask you a question. Would you want to be a better businessman or a better rapper?
I would be a better businessman.
Right. So why would you even say that? That'll tell you everything you need to know. He said that.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, like I say, I fuck with Young Buck. I love his personality. I love him being humble. But, brother, in this life, man, you got to take advantage of your situation, your opportunity.
Because you only get your window is at this point it's closing.
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point it's closing. So you back here in Nashville, which is good. Because if your hometown don't mess with you, you can't look for nobody else to mess with you if you can't.
Man, in my opinion on that, man, once you get to a certain in this entertainment business, I think that's how a lot of artists end up getting killed.
Yeah.
But they focus so much on their hometown.
Yeah.
It's happened time and time again. Look at Young Dog.
Yeah.
Young Dog, you should never been in Cass Stadium serving turkeys whatsoever, period.
Yeah.
You the head of the snake. They cut the head out, everything go. What are you doing?
Yeah.
And I hate that happening so bad, bro. It's like rap artists are too much focused on being real. It ain't about that shit no more.
Right.
Fuck being real. Fuck what a person think. Your objective is go out here and get this money and take care of your family.
Yeah.
That's it.
But now at a point, you got to keep your street credibility in rap. It's the only genre where you got to be somewhat.
Yeah, you keep your
credible,
but you don't do stupid shit.
No, you don't do stupid shit. No.
You know what I mean? Like, and I hate that shit happened with Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
But why is you going back to this area by yourself with no security? You not the same Nipsey Hussle you was before you had this fame, brother.
Yeah, but he was at his business.
It don't matter. And you in the hood.
Right, but it was a personal.
I said, like, with no security, though.
Yeah.
It's cool to go there.
Yeah, and nobody had a gun on him.
Right.
Yeah.
What are you thinking, bro?
Man, rest in peace to Nip, man.
Man, Nipsey, man, Young Dolph, man.
Listen,
Tupac.
Nipsey, Young Dolph, those are people I didn't know nothing really about until they was already gone.
Man, damn.
Yeah, I just wasn't on that. Because him and Nip got the same type of flow to me.
Yeah, okay.
They got this, it's more of a, I don't know the style, but it's like it's a motivational,
yeah,
but hood, but
it's
swag. Yeah. You know, but everybody don't put that motivation in their music.
Right.
Them two did. Now when you go back, you can see that. It was conscious music.
I got you.
Let me ask you this: do you feel like, because I'm new here, and we're gonna wrap this up, man. But I want to know: do you feel like the transplants, people that come here, really appreciate and respect the natives? Just people coming in town, moving from another place to Nashville. Do you feel like they really respect the game or the culture of Nashville, of the old Nashville?
Hell nah. Because if they did, we'd still have old Nashville.
Okay.
They came here and changed up everything.
Yeah.
It's over with. I mean, but that's basic economics, Yeah. When the money come in, money do what they want to do.
So where do most of the people, like, let's just say these people from East Nashville that got pushed out, where they live at now?
Man, I couldn't even tell you, bro. And that's what's so crazy about gentrification.
Yeah.
That's the crazy, weirdest part about it, bro. You don't know where the fuck they go.
Yeah, like, because they
get, like, okay, all these old regular ass houses that they pushed down, right?
Yeah.
And rebuilt new houses that cost $500,000 or more that that the people who used to stay here couldn't afford. You ask yourself, that's the question I ask, where did those people go? I don't know where they go, bro. That shit kind of creepy.
Everybody
like a little white van picked them up and
listen. It's a bunch of people in Clarksville. It's a bunch of people in Murfreesboro.
No, bro. What I'm saying, these areas I'm talking about, bro. Bad credit, impoverished.
Yeah.
Social Security that really wasn't paying shit. Just a bunch of people who made bad decisions throughout their whole life. Communities.
Yeah.
I can't afford nowhere else to go.
Yeah. Where do they go?
Where do they go? You know what I'm saying? That's creepy to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you one of the most creepiest things I've seen, right? And it was in East Nashville. I seen on the right of me, it was a big, beautiful home. Beautiful. And on the left of me, it was a shack. Like, I just thought that was so weird, bro. Like, this shit now is getting creepy.
Well, it's transitioning.
It is transitioning.
You just caught it during the transition because that shack probably not there no more.
No. People were still staying there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So my question,
that shit do be crazy.
Man, my question is,
like, you have a tall and skinny being built right next to,
bro, right across the street. This shit was like 1.2 million. And left side of the street was a shack where people they was out there barbecuing. You know how we do? We barbecuing there. So I'm thinking in my head, like, what's their day-to-day mindset? When they look out that window, walk out that door and see this across from them, that's not how it's supposed to be. So you gotta know your day's number.
Yeah.
And we going back to how you think these folks feel. And the question is, again, where do they go?
Yeah. So what they gonna do if they own, a lot of people's renting.
But most of these people rent these houses, bro, because I'm an 80s baby, bro. I don't know how it was in Detroit, but around here, like all these houses we talking about was owned by old white men. And the people who stayed in them was rent. Back in my time, it was coming up. We actually had all the owners of the houses come through on a Friday to pick up his rent money.
Yeah.
So most of these people we talking about renting, bro, they ain't owning shit.
So most of the black people that was in East Nashville was renting.
Yeah, a lot of them was renting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
let me ask you this: we didn't talk about your upbringing. Like we talked about the neighborhood, but you come from a 2-parent household?
No, I come from a single parent household.
Just your mom?
Yeah, mom.
How many brothers and sisters?
I'm the only child.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're the only child.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know your dad?
Yeah.
Okay. He don't have no other kid.
No.
You're the only child of both parents.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm the only child of both
Okay,
parents.
because I'm only child with my mother, but with my daddy, I got 2 sisters.
And that's usually how it be too.
Yeah.
Only child on both sides.
Your mom's still there? She's still living?
Yeah.
She's
Both
still
my parents still living.
Okay.
Yeah. My mom, she's still in Jackson.
Okay. Where your dad?
He in Villa Rica, Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah.
You ever go down? Y'all got a good relationship?
No.
Based on what? Because he wasn't never there?
Yeah, part of it, but he wasn't never there. But I forgave him for all that, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. But
you just don't go visit him, but do y'all talk?
Nah, we don't talk no more. No. We ain't talked probably about 3 years.
It's something that happened?
Yeah.
Okay. You care to elaborate on it?
Yeah, I mean, our relationship I always have been rocky.
Yeah.
You know, but
you look just like him too, don't you?
I don't know. Probably you got to see him, but
okay.
Our relationship always been rocky. But I always forgave him for everything because, of course, that's your father. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm a firm believer that when God put you here and your parents, that's your angels on earth. That's just my belief. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when it's time for your parents to show up and they don't, it just says a lot. And my story, I was in the hospital, bro.
When you was born?
No, hell, I was an adult.
Okay.
And when it was time, man, he didn't show up, bro. It broke my heart. Yeah.
You was in there over a period of time?
I was in intensive care. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That shit broke
was
my
this
heart,
COVID?
Bro. Nah, I had blood clots. I had traveled to my lungs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You got to pull that closer.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Yeah. And when he didn't show up, man, I really forgave him on that shit too, Slick. But after that whole experience, we had got into it one more time. And he didn't agree on the moves I was making in my life. That had nothing to do with him. That's what we kind of like really fed up. Like, you trying to make decisions for me on what I need to do when I've been a responsible adult my whole life. You never have been.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, I done forgave you for all this shit that you done done from my childhood to my adulthood, and you still choose to show me you don't care about me.
Yeah.
So, and I feel like a lot of people might not feel like this shit, bro. At a certain point in life, brother, no matter who it is, if they don't bring you happiness, you got to cut them off.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, you're going to be a depressed person. I don't forfeit my happiness for nobody. You know, it just, and I believe in cutting people off no matter who they is, if they don't bring you happiness. And unfortunately, it's my father.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a bad situation, but he caused it. I didn't.
Was him and your mother married?
Never was married.
Okay.
You know,
were they together or they had like a fling and you were born, or what was it?
They was together.
Okay, so they were together.
They never got married.
But they never got married. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So have you ever been in the house with him and her at the same time?
No.
Okay. Yeah. You got one of them. Okay. I know exactly what you mean. Like, it's just, you really don't have that nurturing part of him with you and him.
And I really think that it's a situation to the point where the relationship with my mother and my father, I was brought into it by my mother having me.
Yeah.
And a lot of things that transpired in that relationship once I got here, he took it out on me. Okay. But that's unfair to a child, though.
Yeah.
But the child didn't have nothing to do with that.
Right.
You know, it was served on the sense of, I felt like by me coming out of my mother's womb, the hatred he had for my mother, he had for me.
Yeah.
So it wasn't gonna never work because he acted like he just didn't like me, bro. Because it's like his parents, which is my grandparents, practically helped raise me. You know, it was my mother and his parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I got you on that. That's like one of them things where it's unfortunate because you had to grow up in it, but at the same time, that generation, man, because your dad, how old is he?
He should be about 72 or 72.
Yeah, so he up there with my daddy. My daddy's 77. Mm-hmm. They weren't the most responsible dudes, man.
No, they weren't.
You know.
But see, I got to touch on that, though. They is the past, okay? But what you do now to fix it?
Yeah.
What do you do now?
Right.
I forgave you for everything.
Yeah.
And you still the same asshole that you was back then. At one point,
yeah,
I had this conversation with somebody, bro. And I said, it's so unfortunate. Because you 70-something, I'm getting old, I'm 43 now. Yeah. Man, we supposed to be going to Atlanta Falcons games. We supposed to be going to the Titans games.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be enjoying each other, loving each other.
Yeah.
But yet still you have your hatred for your son for no reason.
Yeah, that shit weird.
That shit is weird to me, bro. Man, you supposed to, man, and especially if you got on my, I call myself a success story.
Yeah.
Because I'm not dependent on nobody.
Right.
I walk out there.
He ain't got to take care of you.
Right.
When his phone ring, you ain't begging him for nothing.
No, you ain't have to put your house up to get me out of jail.
Yeah.
You ain't got to put no bond money up. When the conversation about me that you having with somebody else, it's good. It's complimentary.
Yeah, you could be proud to say that's my son.
You can be proud that I got you as a son, right?
Yeah.
But you refuse to want to do that. Like you. It's like a hatred.
Is he remarried now?
Yeah. His wife part of the problem too, though.
Okay, you see, I had to ask you that because it's got to be more to this shit.
Yeah, his wife a big part of the problem, and I think her situation. I don't know. I don't think she could ever have kids, right? Because you know how this step-kid shit go. You know, because you hear lyrics around music, but you treat you like a step-kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Step-kid is kind of like it's a slight.
It's sort of like you a bastard child. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like you know how that
so she don't have any kid?
No. And I think her jealousy was she couldn't have no kids about him. Because you know, you wouldn't want no kids by their husband.
Yeah.
Understand what I'm saying? And women want kids, period.
Yeah.
And I think her jealousy part of her was she say she can't, but I don't see nobody being married this long with no kids. If you can have kids. You understand what I'm saying? You don't, because that's part of marriage.
Right.
First come love, then come marriage, then come the baby and the baby carriage. That's just a part of it. So I think her jealousy was, she was mad at me because I'm here. I ain't got, here we go again. I ain't got nothing to do. I ain't asked to be here. She can't have no kids. And she put her toward the situation that he got a son. And her mother would always kind of keep us separate and shit. Like she was just, like she hated the fact that he had a child, but it wasn't by her. And I always thought that was weird.
Yeah. These family dynamics, man, be crazy.
And that's why I cut people out how to stay away from it. Because, and I tell people, bro, and this shit is serious. I'm just, as an adult, I'm just understanding childhood trauma.
Yeah.
And what people don't realize, your childhood trauma determines the decision making you make in your adult life.
Yeah.
So you got to know when to shut shit down. You got to know when you involve yourself with people who on purposely want to see you unhappy, you got to cut it off.
Yeah, because if you really pay attention and you pull back the layers, people that mess with you, that love you, that support you, they're gonna try to help you for one, and they're going to try to understand you even if you're wrong. Think about it. If you were somebody, and I got people, from a job where once I found out their situation, I don't even hold them accountable anymore. Now I see why you move the way you move. But until you had that, so when it comes to your dad, when it comes to his wife, when it comes to people that you've been raised with, it's like they supposed to be the first ones to give you grace.
Yeah, like I said, like what I said earlier, they're your angels on earth.
Yeah, they supposed to be the first ones to give you grace.
And then it's heartbreaking, bro.
Yeah.
Like I come up, bro, and I did this shit on purpose. I wasn't a troublemaker on purpose.
Yeah.
And the reason why I wasn't a troublemaker on purpose, because I didn't want to be a burden on the village that sacrificed what they sacrificed for me.
Yeah.
So that was my payback.
So you made a conscious decision.
Yeah, that was my payback.
To be a good.
Say, hey, look, I did this to say, man, my image, who I am as a person. I didn't want to stand on that because not only would it make me look bad, it'll make the ones who sacrifice me look bad.
Yeah.
See, that's another problem with people in this world. They too selfish.
Right.
Before you make that bad decision, you got to think about the ones who sacrificed for you, bro.
Right.
Who gave you a roof over your head, who provided clothes and food and shit. So.
No, I agree.
It's just crazy, but like I tell people though, it's so deep, man. In the Black community, like the jealousy, the hatred, and it can come from anywhere. That's deep, bro.
It can come from your own family.
Right. Your own father, your own mother.
That shit is crazy.
And that's why I say in life, bro, I'm a firm believer, don't expect nobody to do shit for you. And the reason why you don't never expect nobody to do shit for you, bro, it's a woman right now in this country right now just threw her baby in the trash can. That's the child mother.
Yeah. Put your mic right.
So imagine going in the world expecting somebody to care. So that's why I go, once I leave out that door, bro, and I enter that concrete jungle, don't nothing faze me or shock me. I'm not intimidated by nothing.
Yeah.
Because when I walk out that door, I know a motherfucker don't care. People don't care, bro. And the quicker you realize that, the better off you'll be.
What that look like in your daily life? What you mean people don't care? You mean you just keep your pistol with you and?
Nah, hell no. I'm not talking about nothing violent. I'm saying people don't care to the point is always make sure in life you take care of yourself and never depend on nobody to take care of you.
Okay. So you just mean overall.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody coming to save you.
Like I just said earlier.
Ain't nobody coming to save you.
No, your own mama can drop you in the trash can, bro. That's your mama.
Yeah.
She spent 9 months in that womb, bro. And you come out, she dump you in that trash can. Yeah. If she don't care, what the fuck make you think the world don't care? So when you step out that door, man, you stand up and stand tall.
Yeah.
And embrace these challenges, because they gonna come. And I tell people in life, man, the worst thing you can do, brother, is give up. Because once you do that, it's gonna get worse. And then that's when you're gonna see the people who don't care. The people you thought loved you and shit. That's why, you know what I'm saying, I was looking at Deion Sanders' documentary. He was on top of the world. He tried to commit suicide. He ran his truck off a damn mountain cliff or something like that. He said he realized once he done that, he fell to his lowest point. The people who he thought cared about him really don't. Man, you got to go in this war with you.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. Listen, man, it's been a good conversation, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Appreciate you having me.
We gonna. I want you to be as stuff develop, because we got a war going on. We ain't talked about. We ain't talked about Trump. We ain't talked about. That's the biggest.
I was holding those stories.
We got a
lunatic in our
yeah. We got a whole war going on. We got gas going up. We got the threat. We got TSA.
Man, we got black on black crime.
We got TSA not getting paid.
Getting no job. And I touch on it. We got to talk about all it. I feel like this too, man, because you got me fired up. I feel like projects shouldn't exist no more. I feel like that shit supposed to be gone. Because I feel like it's so many ways to obtain money now that why is y'all still living in impoverished condition? It's
all right now. Watch out now.
I think it's a mindset, bro.
It is a mindset, but
and I think you got to break that cycle.
You said you don't like change.
No. That's a different though. I don't like change from uprooting like to another city or something like that. Look, what we was talking about.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying, I feel like the job, like me, I'll give an example. My job is to be better than the person who came before me.
Exactly. Legacy.
Do you agree with that?
Legacy.
Okay, we go.
Legacy.
Okay, here we go, right?
Legacy.
As a whole.
Yeah.
At a certain point in life, your mindset should wake you up and say, man, I need to do something about this. I'm living in this impoverished. Because you got God bless you with eyes, a brain, and an ear. Your senses.
Yeah.
So you got to know this ain't right. And you see people, he let you see people with nice shit. So why is not clicking your brain to want to come out this impoverished environment?
Yeah.
And they have allowed us to fast forward to have so many opportunities to come out this environment.
Yeah.
At this point, you can't blame that white man no more. You got to put the blame on yourself because it's here for the getting.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like projects shouldn't exist, because the mindset should be past that, And you should want more for your children.
Yeah. Even if you don't want to do it for yourself, you want to do it for them.
And I say this too all the time. I said, if you bring a child in this world, bro, and that don't put fire in your mind and your body to be something, be better.
Can't nothing do it.
Nothing do it, bro.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, and that can't nothing help you.
So why y'all still got this same mindset? Well, they don't bother you.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying, brother.
No. I agree with that. But I used to talk that talk, what you saying, and I used to get mixed reviews back at home.
You always gonna get mixed reviews
because
that's why they ain't charging white, because he tell the truth.
Yeah, because I'm an ambitious guy. I don't see the cup.
Everybody should be,
but everybody not ambitious.
But the point I'm trying to make is, brother, I don't give you. It's not an excuse for you not to be, because you should. Because everybody's job here is to walk a journey, and once you walk that journey, you leave. You're not put here to be dormant.
I agree.
Put here to do something.
Yeah.
So if everybody thought like that, what the fuck would we be?
Yeah, if everybody was like, we just gonna sit here and take what we get.
Yeah. You up under that tree where the grass don't grow, brother.
Yeah.
You put here to do something positive.
Listen.
Okay.
Danielle Shaw, bro, thanks for coming through, man. It's been a good show.
I appreciate you.
Man, I'm gonna have you back as a reoccurring guest so we can talk about some stuff. I like your perspectives on stuff. Y'all make sure that y'all like, subscribe, share, comment, and do all of that. This is the PDP After Dark. That's me, Danielle Shaw. Peace to y'all. I appreciate the love. I appreciate that. Y'all keep loving, keep living, and keep disrupting.
That's right.
Peace.
Peace. I wrote pretty good. Oh.
Yeah, that was good. So what she was saying about because I love when people talk about that.